Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my subject here at 21st Century Literature from the Philippines and the world class. Previously, I have given to you already my subject orientation in this class, 21st Century, and also in media and information literacy. And the school year 2021 to 2022 is already starting. So therefore, we need to take a deep breath because we're going to start already for some few lessons. And since pandemic is still, um there and cases are still increasing, therefore we still need to go back into online distance learning and also modular distance learning. So therefore I have prepared to you some discussions that are included into your module. But before that, let's start our day with this code, and a code that will be used in every episode that we will have, which is about always start your day with a cup of positivity. So make it and be positive as we go on along our way with our lesson here at 21st Century. Always remember that when you are positive, you are happy. So it's like happy learning. Okay. So before we go on to our discussion or the first lesson, let me read to you first about the survey results of 2017 NBDB readership. That this talks about the reasons why Filipinos read to expand knowledge. 21st century literature class is about reading, but not only about reading, but also critically analyzing those literary texts from the Philippine literature and world literature. So according to this survey, we do have, or Filipinos have different or lots of reasons for reading. First, we try to read for leisure according to the youth, learn more or new things, keep up with current events, improve reading ability, grammar, comprehension, and vocabulary. So definitely, as you will look into the 2017 readership survey results, that reading is very important, which this skill should be, maximized as we go on and utilize with our 21st century literature class. Now, for our 21st century literature class, you may think that this is just a what? You are obliged to do that. But actually, way back before, when you were still young, the first people that encourage you to read are your parents first, which is about 72.00%. And also the adults, 61.33%. While on the other hand, according to you, that reading is obligatory because our teachers way back when we were still what younger generation, having the younger generation, we do have 24.25% and we do have also for the adults, which is about 30.67%. So according to this survey also, that parents are the main encouragers of reading. 96% of youth and 94% of adults enjoy reading. Filipinos read mainly to learn more or new things. So while for the others, they try to read something like post on your Facebook, newspaper or whatsoever, your social media account, your Instagram, Twitter, and all, because sometimes you try to have like chismes. Okay. But actually, chismes is another thing for learning other new things. Okay. So these are the top 5 most popular books that Filipinos read. For adults, for youth, we do have the picture books and story books for children, 72.67, 71.17% for short story for children, 59% for encyclopedia, almanac, dictionary, thesaurus, atlas, and maps. And we do have also 55.42% for Bible, and then 48 for 0.83% for leisure, entertainment, and hobbies. This includes also your social media. But now that it's pandemic, I know some of you are into more of leisure. Okay. So while for the adults, the first popular books for them is about 72.25% because of anxieties, because of searching for faith and all. And another one is about 53.0 picture books and storybooks for children, 52.08% for short story for children, 48.17 for romance and love, and 47.92 for encyclopedia, almanac, dictionary, thesaurus, atlas, and maps. So as you see, when you look into the survey given by 2017 NBDB readership, reading is very important and should be utilized and are utilized in our everyday life. Okay? So these are the topics that you're going to learn in this episode. First is about what is literature. Second, what are the features of literature? And the third one is what are the traces of Philippine literature? So are you ready? I hope. Okay. Anyway, this is just a short short discussion of about literature. The introduction of literature. So this is the nature of literature. First, it is derived from the Latin term litera, which means letter. And it expresses the feelings of people to society, to the government, to his surrounding, to his fellow men, and to his divine creator. So what goes into their minds, they put it into writing or the paper itself for them to share to other people, like what they have experienced, what they are feeling, and all. And they can have commonalities from the readers about their feelings. So another one is it is anything that is printed as long as it is related to the ideas and feelings of the people, whether it is true or just a product of one's imagination, like your comics, pocket books, or even something like your newspaper, wherein it is very factual. Okay? So another one is that true literature is a piece of written work which is undying. Undying means cannot be forgotten. Okay, it expresses the feelings and emotions of people in response to his everyday efforts to live, to be happy in his environment, and after struggles to reach his creator. So basically, this is a reflection of human lives. Okay, and another, as what I have told you, this is reproduction of man's manifold experiences. So it's a life story of the author or even what they see into the society. So here at literature, like at what I have told you in our subject orientation, we're going to be dealing with two types or two forms of literature, which deals with, for the first quarter, we do have the Philippine literature. And the second one, which is about the world literature. So for our introduction here, we do have the Philippine literature. Basically, when we talk about Philippine literature, this is a literature in the Philippines. So all the things that you will see in the literature that we're going to be dealing with the first quarter is all about the reflection of the country and also the reflection of the story of our fellow men wherein from the Philippines. So here at Philippine literature, this is basically diverse and rich group of works that has evolved side by side with the country's history. And another one, it started with fables and legends. Anyway, we're going to be dealing with the traces of Philippine literature for our next topic. Okay? So as what I have told you, Philippine literature is more of what is into the country's history. So the main themes of Philippine literature focus on the country's pre-colonial cultural traditions and socio-political history of its colonial and contemporary traditions. So as you see, we were colonized by the Spaniards, Japanese, Americans, and also our literature way back before are reflected into who colonized us. So our writers were also affected with how they write and also the content of it based on what they have experienced for that year. So Philippine literature also deals with different genres appeared rooted from all regions, reflecting their culture, society, and lifestyle. These regions are from the region 1 up to the last region that we have here in the Philippines. Okay? So these are the examples of Philippine literature, and this is undying, meaning this cannot be forgotten because these are the works of our heroes and also from the phenomenal famous authors, famous Filipino authors. So the first one is about Noli Me Tangere by Dr. Jose Rizal, Florante at Laura by Francisco Balagtas. I know you're very familiar with this. Mga Ibong Mandaragid by Amado Hernandez, The Woman Who Had Two Neighbors by Nick Joaquin, Poon, a novel by Francisco, Banag at Sikat by Lope, ilustrado by Miguel Sijuco, Dekada 70 by Luwalhati Bautista. So these are the examples of Philippine literature, wherein these are the, I think, front covers of those. Florante at Laura by Francisco Balagtas, which talks about the love of Florante and Laura, and also reflection of the society way back then, and Noli Me Tangere, which is written by Rizal, that talks about how Spaniards try to colonize us and the feelings of the Filipino about freedom. Okay, so I think that would be all for the nature of literature and Philippine literature. For our next episode, we're going to be dealing with Philippine literature, the traces of Philippine literature. So again, if you have some things that you want to discuss in this channel of mine, anything, it can either be 21st century literature, oral communication, reading and writing, EAPP, or other things about grammar. You can just comment down below into this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that everyone or most of my students or soon-to-be students or other students may also benefit from this video. Bye-bye, everyone, and see you on my next episode.